よ好きなの死ぬほどに私は呼んだあなたを呼んだ心で呼んだよもすがら死ぬほど好きよとっても好きよ
Alright, hello everybody. This is first kind of official video for my layout. I've done a couple other blog posts about it and whatnot, but just figured I'd do some video to kind of show off some features of it. The first thing that I did with my son helping was build this benchwork. Essentially this is two big tables with a plank between. And it's funny, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not a benchwork person at all. But it was a lot of fun just kind of building these two big tables for this thing to sit on. And, going through the process with my son and building it. It was a lot of fun. So it's basically broken into three different sections. There's Shizuka, which is like a major city section. There's a section behind it, which is more like the station area and shopping. And then you flow into kind of the newer town of Soyokaze. And then you have the village area of Soyokaze. There's a temple area, will be here. And then the harbor area in the back. So we're going to start out with the harbor and work our way through. So the first thing I have to say is you have to forgive my lighting. I don't have lighting in here yet. We just moved in a few months ago, and of course with moving in you have to kind of put your house together first, but it was great having this space to work in. This is one of those things where, I kept saying over and over again, oh, it'd be great to get my office stuff and my home stuff together in one location. There's some track running through it, and waited patiently for that to happen, and it finally happened, so it was great. I've been doing a lot of blocking and figuring out what I wanted on the layout. Once I got everything on the two tables, I realized I was not going to have space for all the things I wanted, but it was great because I actually got to see what I did have space for, so that's a big help. There's a bunch of things that I want to do, but a lot of it relates to action on the layout. As you can see in here, zoom in, this was my old set, my old building that I had on my old layout, and there's just a lot of stuff going on. There's like, people moving around and things being loaded and unloaded, and that's the kind of stuff that I want to have more of on my overall layout. I think that this is like a fun little detail to have stuff going on and little scenes. That's where I really like to focus on. So what I did was I initially had two tracks running in here, and then when I saw how close they were and everything, it didn't make any sense because people weren't going to be able to move around and get stuff done. And I'm not a proto modeler at all, but seeing that just didn't make any sense. So on the big level of things making sense or not, I kind of focus on that. So I went ahead and moved the switch back here in the back, and I have another line coming through here. So stuff can happen back here and stuff can happen over here. I moved the tables away from my back wall so I can access the back as well, because then I realized I couldn't reach anything, and I was trying to figure out how I was going to lean over the layout, so I figured the best solution was just to move the tables back away from the wall. I have a lot of ideas for this, but this is my original building. I got two more buildings when I got the space. I shortened the waterway so I can make this happen in the back, because the waterway went all the way through at one point. And I'll still play around with exactly how that's going to work out. The sub launch may move back here. This building may move in this area somewhere. The sub launch was kind of a fun little project. Essentially what I did was I had a Gashfon toy, which was this piece, and one of these guys. A Gashfon toy is like a box toy from Japan. And so what I did was I built this building around it, just kind of make it look like it's doing something here. So that'll go somewhere on the layout. Let's see, lots of action. I want things happening in this area, and stuff happening in the back, and lots of boat and real water action. This is placeholder water for right now. And then that flows nicely. I have this able to be kind of turned on and off, so I can have my tram running around in my other area, and then have this little guy doing work over here, pushing and pulling things around. So that's a fun little feature.